everybody, Avana Intuitive here, and we are here for our weekend energy reading for December 5th, 2025. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe, as of course, it really helps the channel. And of course, I'm always sitting there like at 629 subscribers. I would love to get more, pushing for 700. Anyway, that all being said, I am going to pull a few cards today from the Fairy Tarot card deck from Radleigh Valentine. I am then going to get a clarifying card from the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And then we're going to do our 3-card pick from the Moon and Stars Tarot by, Moon and Stars, by Jayne Wallace. So there we go. So that being the case, let me just update my note there. And the reason I updated my note is I realized that I was going to pick cards from not different decks. I was going to switch the decks around, but obviously Spirit wants me to pull from this fairy deck first. So there we go. No big deal, right? Whenever those little things happen, I just try to really go with them and not get too upset because I'm like, well, there's a reason why, right? So this is for the weekend of December 5th, 2025. Let me pull. As you know, we're going to pull 3 cards. It's for the weekend of December 5th, 2025. Let me pull a few cards. I'll pull a clarifying card and then we'll go over them. All right. I pulled the 3 cards. Let me now pull a clarifying card. Whoop. Although too many fell out. Although I'm going to keep the one card that fell out because it's my favorite card and that really caught my eye. There was a group that fell out, but on the bottom of that group. So we'll go over it. First card I got is this 10 of Summer. 10 of Summer card. And Summers in this deck is the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful emotional card. Okay, but it says, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Beautiful. Then I got this 8 of Winter card. 8 of Winter, and it says, let's see, 8 of Winter, that's 8 of Air. 8 of Air. You have what it takes. If only you believe in yourself. This is holding yourself back. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Yeah, see, she's beautiful. She's all dressed up. She's beautiful, but you know what? Although she's beautiful, she's not letting her light shine. There's nobody there to see her light. She's frozen in winter, right? And then we get, the 2 of Winter, which is also the 2 of Air. 2 of Winter. We got 2 of Air, 2 of Swords. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. That's like what my mind is saying and what my heart is saying. What do I do, right? How many of us have been there? Then as our clarifying card, we get this beautiful 3 of Cups card. And the 3 of Cups is really my most favorite card in the deck. This is a card of fertility, abundance, friends. Like, I always see these women, they're always, and it doesn't have to be women, whoever it is, but they're looking up at this, it's like they're toasting the universe, right? And I believe this is the Big Dipper. I'm assuming that's what that is there. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It can also be Pleiades. In fact, I'm actually getting the sense that this might be the Pleiadian star system. I could be wrong, but anyway, I'm choosing to believe it's the Pleiades star system and the Big Dipper. It doesn't matter. Looking up at the stars, right? We're stardust. We come from the stars, so why not? So what this kind of reading is telling me is, you know what? You have a family, and you have family and friends that are behind you. Take that step if you're ready. If you're ready, take that step forward, right? And move. And it doesn't have to be a big step, but a baby step. And you know what? This indecision. My mind is telling me I have to do my to-do list. My heart is telling me if I don't do something creative, I'm going to burst, right? I mean, I've been there for decades. So please, if you can, learn from me and know that, you know what, do something creative for yourself. Because when you start to do something creative for yourself, it doesn't have to be, I'm going to start an animal charity, or I'm going to start, a whole new wave of something. Just something small, right? Just something small, something that fulfills you, and that just makes you, even if it's something that's just in your heart, maybe you give a donation to something or whatever, but something in your heart that you're like, yeah, that's me, I did that, and I really love it, and it's like that's where my heart is, right? If you had that indecision between where you should go with your data and your mind, with your heart, realize your heart is a big part of everything, of feeling and emotion. It's, to me, I look at it like my heart, where my heart wants to be is actually bigger than where my mind wants to be, because my mind is like the ego, and that's good. That keeps my walk straight, and it allows me to see through things, and where am I going? But it's my heart that really drives me. And I'm really opening up more to my heart driving me versus the logical mind of what my mind. You gotta look at both. I mean, only you know your own situation. I'm just telling you my experience with things. And so this is kind of a nice reading because it's kind of just a reminder and telling all of us, you know what? Look, where's your heart leading you? Maybe you can put a few things in place to get that heart, where you're getting a little more creative. You're doing something that really sparks you. And, like they're almost like looking up at like the sky sparkling, right? That spark of intuition, that spark of that vision, and saying, you know what? I'm going to just do a little bit. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go there. I'm going to see what happens. And there you go. It's really a beautiful, like, empowering, enlightening reading. All right. So now we're going to pick our 3 cards from the Moon and Stars Tarot. I'm going to shuffle these cards up. Let's see what we get. Moon and Stars Tarot. Think about any messages. Maybe you want to get a message from your spirit guides. Maybe, you have something in mind, a yes, no. I don't know if you'll get a yes, no answer, but you know what? Maybe there's something out there, just getting a little bit of energy. I'm getting a little energy reading on something. Whoa. I just had a bunch of cards fall out, so I'm going to put those right back in. Okay, I'm going to have to do 2 more shuffles. This is for a 3-card pick. And that's it. All right, here we go. If you picked, here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3. All right, if you picked card 1, I love it. You got the Queen of Wands, and it says charisma. So the Queen of Wands, charisma. And in fact, I'm going to look these up and just see what they have to, let's see. This is Queen of Wands. I'll read really what it says for Queen of Wands. And it does say charisma, which I love. And it says, the Queen is very direct, honest, and blunt. She speaks with intention and faith in her words, having the power of knowledge on her side. In a reading, she can represent a female influence or the divine feminine. Someone around you is full of wisdom, as they either have lived many years or have an old soul. Opinions are being shared openly around you. You may need to find your stance in the time to come. Delve into your inner strength as you stand your ground and be blunt about your situation. Okay, you can take that for what it's worth. If you picked card 2, you got the Queen of Cups. And this is empathy. This is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is extremely intuitive. So let's see what the Queen of Cups, what they have written for that. Queen of Cups. The Queen is compassionate. This Queen is compassionate, caring, and loving. She expects nothing in return when giving her love, as this is when she feels best, knowing how precious love is during time spent together. A female influence, a friend, family member, or partner may be idealistic, patient, and kind to you. She asks you to look into your divine feminine powers and look at the passion and beauty you have to offer yourself and those around you. Begin problem solving and start looking into your creative ideas. Honor yourself. There you go. And if you picked card 3, let me just find you got, let's see. If you picked card 3, you got the 9 of Wands, and it says fear. This card sees you protecting yourself from situations, either real or imagined. Alternatively, there may be an ongoing battle that is coming to an end. You're afraid of being hurt, but make sure this is a rational fear. Protect yourself when needed, but accept care from others. Within work, you may find opposition. Be prepared to stand your ground rather than apologize. Within relationships, tensions may rise with the reappearance of an ex-partner. Think logically and show respect. So there you go. I just heard there's nothing to be afraid of. You know what? You step up, you come from a place of love, and you move forward. All right, my friends. That is it. I will see you for sure on Monday. Don't forget, Mondays are my quick pick a card shorts. Tuesdays are my super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays are my astrology tarot card readings. Thursdays are my weekly energy readings. And here we are on Friday with my weekend energy readings. I will see you next week, if not sooner. And until then, my friends, Namaste.